going on? It is Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Today I got my man YugiArt back on the channel. Yugi, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am fantastic. Today we're sharing the most unlikely meta deck that I could have anticipated right now. It's basically 3 Musketeer, but bye-bye 3 Musketeer. Hello to the newly buffed solo Musketeer. Yugi, man, first off, how you been, man? How's life?
I've been well. I'm just excited for CRL.
Me too. Are you gonna play again this year?
Yeah, hopefully.
Wow, good. We'll be looking forward to it. Because you played in Asia last season. Do you have any regional preference this time? Would you go back to Asia, or what was that experience like?
I would go back to Asia, but hopefully it's like NA or EU because it's much more like comforting, you know?
Yeah, sure, because you have to deal with, not only are you not living like where you're used to, but you're also in a team house in a new culture where they don't speak your language. There's a lot to, I'm sure there's a lot to kind of adjust to on top of just playing video games for a living. But anyway, talk a little bit. Today we're going to do something awesome, guys. We're going to play live ladder and try to finish off a grand challenge all in one video for you guys. So Yugi, first off, feel free to hop into a ladder match, but while you do, what made you think of doing this? Why take out 3 Muskies? Are they dead? And why do you like this deck, this version of it?
I really like this version of it because it's kind of like bridge spam, but with pump. I wasn't the one who like came up with this exact one. I think it was One Planet.
Oh, Planet from Japan?
Yeah.
He's so good.
He's on my friends list. Watching him like with the bomb tower is so
he's
fun.
the bomb tower hog cycle guy for those of you. I did the video on that a few months ago, but he's awesome. And he's really, and his decks are great too. So you're going against Lava Hound here. Surprise, surprise, Lava Hound seems to have taken a huge step up in the meta. Would you agree?
Yeah.
So how do you, we'll get back to like, you know, why you like the deck so much in a bit, but talk about a little bit about this matchup. How are we going to handle Lava Hound?
I think Lava Hound is much easier with like the 1 Musketeer and Hunter, just because like how fast you can cycle, back to Hunter or back to the 1 Musketeer.
Yeah,
I really love it.
You're doing a good job just kind of utilizing your Bandit and your Ice Golem to kind of tank there, and you get the pump advantage. So, man, that just illustrated right there. Interesting that you say that, having the 1 Muskie and the Hunter is easier than 3 Muskies, and I guess it just makes you not quite as susceptible to big spell damage as well, right?
No, yeah, and like some of the matchups that would be really hard because they would just fireball your 3M. It becomes much easier with just the...
Yeah, for sure. And here you got a little push going on in the right. Now, is it the same kind of philosophy as the old school 3 Muskie deck version of this, where in early time you just want to keep stacking pumps, or how do you kind of play it in terms of the tempo of this deck?
It's kind of the same thing, but different because like split laning with this deck is like really hard.
Yeah. So it sounds like the philosophy of pumping and stuff, that's the same. In terms of how you're playing this deck and how you're obviously utilizing your Hunter and your bridge span to apply pressure and all that other stuff. The only thing that really changes is offensively. Obviously, it's just not a 3 Musketeer split lane push deck, so you're going to be relying on bridge spam.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, it looks like you're going to take that tower down, maybe, on the right. It looks like you are. So he's going to try to just tower trade with you here, but you have the nice elixir advantage.
Yeah, and this is what I was saying before. Like, now I cycled back to another Hunter, and then I could cycle back to another...
yeah, another Muskie.
Musketeer right now.
Another Ice Golem. And look at that Muskie, dude. She was doing work one-shotting those pups now. Do you feel like that was a game-changing buff to... Oh, well, not a game-changing, but a card-changing buff to the Muskie? Just that one interaction change? Or do you think that people are kind of maybe overreacting to the power of the solo Musketeer now?
I think... if you're watching, the solo Musketeer has made its way into like a ton of decks.
Yes, I've noticed even Golem decks, which never run solo Musketeer.
Yeah.
And you're a big Golem player too. Do you think that, you know, so apparently you do think, and well played in that match, man, you made it look so easy. But yeah, do you think that, so solo Musketeer, would you advise my viewers to maybe, no matter what deck they're playing or they're used to slaughter in there, or?
For the most part, it's like, oh, you moved up an arena. It's like really, really good.
Yeah.
So I try to like fit it in somewhere.
All right, well, hey, let's switch to the Grand Challenge now. If you sweep the Grand Challenge, you're 10-1 right now. If you sweep it, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, but you are a Grand Challenge monster. You're always, by the way, I'm sure you already realized this, but you're always on the Grand Challenge leaderboards as like the most won, like top 5. Is that something that you strive for, or?
Kind of, but I think it's like I play a ton of GCs until like the last week or two of ladder because like the first 2 weeks are kind of easy, so GCs are hard.
I got you. So you want to keep your skill level up, and that's how you practice.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, well, go ahead and search for a GC. We'll cut out here, and we'll come back at you guys when we find a match. Well, we found a match here, guys, but I was just saying during the downtime that, in my opinion, it's so crazy how much more difficult Grand Challenges have gotten. I used to be able to pull off like a 12 win here and there, you know, maybe 1 out of every 5 GCs, and now it's probably been 30 GCs since I've gotten a 12 win. It's just, for me, it seems either I've gotten much worse or they've gotten way more difficult, and I'm facing 20 win players like on my 2nd and 3rd and 4th wins, like really early on. It's crazy. Have you noticed the same thing, or?
Kind of.
He's like, not really, Ash. You just suck.
Yeah. I'm like, it's gotten so hard I might just quit playing the game.
Yeah, everybody should just quit. Okay, well, hey, if my viewers walk away from knowing anything about this deck, they should know how to handle Lava Hound, right? So we're going back to back here against another Lava Hound deck. This one's different, though, so we'll see what he has. But I noticed that you pump there, and you also apply some pressure with that Hunter. You don't think that was a bit of an overcommitment there? Why did you pump?
Because he just used poison, so it's like the best time to pump. And I had a Hunter, which by itself is okay, but with the battle ram just makes him have to like not punish me for the pump.
Yeah. So is there any match? Let me ask you this: he golems in the back. I mean, nobody golems in the back first play. But if they golem in the back first play, are you pumping or are you pressuring opposite lane? What would you do? Let's just pretend you had battle ram, bandit, and pump all in hand.
I'd pump.
Okay. And we saw that actually in the last matchup too, with a similar thing with Lava Hound. He dropped the Lava Hound, you immediately pumped.
Yeah, it's always better to have like an elixir advantage, and then this deck you could defend really well.
Yeah, and we're seeing that, man. This is like my kind of deck. If I hadn't already made the commitment to only play P.E.K.K.A., I'm like, this is something that 3 Musketeer players could definitely sink their teeth into in terms of like, not a ton changes, or just like bridge spam players could play, you know?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll let you kind of concentrate here. You still have the nice pump advantage going into double elixir time. You've got to be feeling good about this matchup so far, Yugi.
Yeah, of course. I think it's... Okay, I guess I go back to another pump right now. Yeah, I feel really great about the matchup.
Yeah. I guess one thing that I kind of wanted to ask is, what is your philosophy on pumping with this deck in double elixir time? Obviously, you just did it there. I know some players, hey, the poison's out of hand. I'm just going to go in. I'm just going to start spamming. Whereas you opted to defend lightly and then pump up again. So how do you make that decision between when to... I'll let you deal with this push first, but...
This push is easy.
Oh, yeah, no big deal then. Forget it. Yeah, I guess it's easy when you have 15 Musketeers and 10 Hunters in the cycle.
Yeah, it's so easy to... Okay, this is gonna be the last pump.
Okay.
Because if I keep on pumping, he's gonna get like poison damage on my tower, and it won't matter. I'm gonna lose.
Okay. So what makes you decide to pump there and not pump again? Back to
because
the pump. Like, I guess maybe a more broad answer on in terms of like, when do you decide, okay, enough is enough with this pumping, let me just attack?
Because like, I don't feel as if I'm not gonna win if I keep doing this.
Yes, I got you.
But I might make a mistake where his pushes are getting like more and more to the point where I could lose.
That makes sense. So it sounds like it's all gauged on how much damage you have left on your tower that he's going for. In this case, you only have 1040 left there, so it's enough playing around here. You've got the advantage. You're gonna go for it.
And then cycle 2 battle rams.
Well, there it is. You make contact on the right tower. Bandit does not get a charge in there, but you do have a Bandit and a couple Barbarians. Meanwhile, the Musketeer doing some work on the left tower. Gonna have to deal with this Baby Dragon and Lava Hound push. Unfortunately for him, fortunately for you, that Lava Hound kind of creeps in behind. You kite that Baby Dragon. I don't know, though.
Yeah.
This could be trouble.
No, just
Okay.
fingers crossed.
All right. Yeah,
Okay, that's great.
that was a little. That was a
Guess what
little.
they would.
Okay, go ahead.
That's literally what I was trying to avoid.
Yeah. To be in one of those situations, like you never know what's gonna happen there. So, but either way, I think you got it now, and boom, there it is.
Okay.
All right, GG's, man. Any thoughts? You can start searching for the next match if you want already, because we're probably gonna have to cut again. But any thoughts on that kind of game, that match? Did you play it in your mind? Would you make anything different next time?
No, I was glad that I stopped pumping because like my tower was at 1400, and
My viewers were too. They're like, dude, is this gonna be like 5-6 minute draws?
yeah.
No, but go on. Sorry.
It's just trying to realize when you feel like it's the right time to go in,
Yeah.
because I realized I had to like start offense because defense I'm gonna lose.
Yeah. I got you. I got you. Well, it's pretty self-evident. Okay, we'll go into the next match here, you guys. Be right back.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not another lava hound. All right, here we go. Going against Mad Mariscal. All right, so what do you think of the meta early on, Yugi? You usually because you play so much, you usually have like a very fine-tuned sense of where the meta is heading and stuff. So what are your early thoughts?
A lot of it is gonna be Musketeer. I don't know. There's like some really cool Brit spam decks coming out. Some Graveyard,
Yeah.
Lava Hound like crazy.
Yeah, for sure. And here it looks like you're going against a
Brit spam, I
yeah,
think.
maybe Zappy's version. I don't know. No, Ram Rider. Okay.
I hate Ram Rider.
Well, you stop her there. That's good. And you pump up, and you avoid damage. It looks like here. So thank God it's not another Lava Hound matchup. That's all I wanted. It's like, dude, what if this whole video is Lava Hound? What am I gonna do?
I'm just glad he didn't freeze me.
Yeah, that's true too. So you think he's running freeze here? You playing him for freeze?
It could be freeze or the version Kensu Messi was using in like ladder with poison.
Okay. Well, we'll see right here if he has poison, probably. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. There it is. So now that he has poison, does that change anything? What is your strategy going to be here against this deck, which is kind of, I don't know, Ram Rider, Lumberjack, and Bandit? It's like the triple threat.
I have to make sure I don't cycle my Hunter because I really need it for the Ram Rider.
Yeah. Nice skeletons there.
Um,
Have you thought about using Ram Rider in this deck instead of Battle Ram, or do you prefer Battle Ram?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really cool. But I guess dealer's choice, whatever you're more comfortable with.
Yeah. I think if people are looking for a good Ram Rider deck, this could actually be a viable one. Obviously, Yugi hasn't tried it yet. I think Ram Rider is like kind of the forgotten card. People are still kind of undecided. Wait, is it good or is it not good? I don't know. It could be annoying
it's
though.
Low-key OP.
It's low-key
There's-
OP. Yeah.
There's a cycle deck with it, with Musketeer, the one I'm facing, but with Miner.
Oh, Miner instead of
Ice
Ice Golem?
Golem.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So here, just defending again, and you keep pumping up. 30 seconds left in the match. Another pump.
Yeah, I want to like an advantage before I go in.
Sure. Again, he's going pretty heavy here. He actually is unloading on you on the right lane. Gonna take some damage there, but you have a huge elixir lead here.
I could cycle to one more Musketeer, hopefully. And
Come on. Is this it? Dude, you literally had, I think you might have had 3 Musketeers down for a second. Who says 3 Musketeers are dead?
yeah, easy.
Boom! Alright.
Okay, wait. No, I'm gonna just keep Brit spamming. LOL, I don't need to think.
It doesn't matter because you had that elixir advantage, even though he I think that his last kind of realization that he needed to spam you really hard or lose was when he went all in the right lane there, and he took half your tower damage or a little bit more. But I think that was really, that perfectly illustrated why pump is totally viable in this deck. Dude, was that your 12th win?
Yeah.
It was. Jeez, man, will you lose once so we can have a normal, proper length video? Can we do one more live ladder match? Because we got 2 lava hounds in a row, you know?
No, yeah.
All
Of
right,
course.
cool. Let's do it. So yeah, talk a little bit about pump as you search for the ladder match.
Because okay, with his deck, you want to have like a giant elixir lead because you saw his defense, Hunter, Ram Rider, Lumberjack. I couldn't break through it without having an advantage. And then when he rushed all on like the right side, I placed my Musketeer in the middle toward the left, so it would still go with my counter push.
Sure. And finally, a hog deck, something other than Lava Hound, which is nice. And we had that Ram Rider deck, so a nice variety here in this video. Perfect. So what was? Oh, what about Pump in general though? Like, do you think it's viable just in this deck? Is this an outlier, or in a P.E.K.K.A. hog deck, which is really good because P.E.K.K.A. you were saying is probably the most challenging matchup.
Yeah, sometimes. Because it's hard to defend like a Ram, P.E.K.K.A. and Baby Dragon all coming at you.
Yeah, and P.E.K.K.A. Exinado with hog, I'm assuming. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna cycle back to another Ice Golem because this isn't Kite all the way.
Yep, and he... Ooh.
Ah!
That's actually a low-key good NATO by him, but you'll pull this P.E.K.K.A. all the way opposite with those skeletons.
Yeah, hopefully.
You got it, I think.
There you go, easy.
There you go. Nice. Good, nice dexterity there on defense, Yugi. And you got the bandit.
That's true. Oh, on 1-2 pump, on like you were saying earlier, if you're in double elixir time,
Yeah.
if you think the game is gonna end when like overtime hits, then you shouldn't pump. But if you think the game is gonna last 5 or 6 minutes, then you should definitely pump.
Okay, I got you. So it sounds like the key indicator there, like we said, is the damage on your tower, basically.
Yeah.
All right. So anything else? Any other notes? It looks like you're handling this matchup so far so good. Any other like common mistakes or something that people should be avoided? Like, for example, maybe talk a little bit about the usage of Hunter versus Musketeer. Are you being careful with your air targeting cards? Another NATO there. Interesting.
For Musketeer, like you saw how I just... But for Hunter, I was specifically saving it for like the hog.
Got you. It seems like you're not going to be wanting to cycle Hunter in the back ever with this deck, pretty much. Is that correct?
For the most part, like if you know your opponent's deck, you want to save Hunter for Giants, Hounds, like the stuff you needed.
Sure. What cards in this deck do you cycle in the back the most?
Bandit, Battle Ram, Musketeer sometimes, Ice Golem, everything that's like really, really cheap.
Okay. And first play, Bandit at bridge or Bandit in back if you had to make a decision there?
Back.
Okay. Why do you not... Yeah, go ahead.
Because, like, they could have NATO in hand, so sometimes, like, Bandit at the bridge feels good until, like, it's NATO to their king.
Yeah, or until they just have a Bandit of their own and they counter push or an Ice Golem or a number or a Royal Ghost or whatever, So, yeah, I kind of agree. I don't know. Yeah.
Sorry, go.
No, well, in my deck, too, I have that oftentimes. There's no, like... I play the P.E.K.K.A. spam deck, Yugi, and starting plays are kind of awkward because I could play Bandit at the bridge, I could zap their Princess Tower, or I could like Royal Ghost or split minions, and that's basically all I can do, but none of them feel like the right play to make at times,
Because in your head, you're like, if I use this and then he does this, I'm going to kick myself.
I know I could be at a disadvantage, and when you're a player like me who's not that good, you never want to start at a disadvantage, so... Sometimes I'm very reluctant to make any starting play, except for maybe zapping Princess Tower, because usually I can recover from that. But yeah, anyway, I wanted to get your thought on the Bandit starting position, I should say. But dude, flawless 4-0 this video. GG's, man. Pleasure having you on. Any shout-outs or anything like that before we let you go?
None in particular. I'm just excited for CRL, mostly.
Me too, man. Clash Royale Esports, give us some news, baby. Give us some news.
Yeah.
But Yugi, that's gonna do it, man. Thanks again for coming on. Appreciate it and sharing this deck. It looks really awesome.
Thank you for having me, Ash.
No problem, man. Guys, check out YugiArt's player stats and profile in the show notes below, thanks to statsroyale.com. Also, check out his player info and social media info, all in the show notes for you guys. Thank you so much for watching all the way till the end. I really appreciate it. Huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information as well, guys. Thanks, and as always, take care, guys.